Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now Mahomes.
Anytime you throw an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check safety, check safety. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Slam, slam.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow. 43. 43. Yellow.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
57. Mike, 50. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Watch quick. Watch the yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be second and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. A field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike, yellow. Go on, Eddie.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jackson dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Catch is made by Marquise Brown, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Bynes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the kick by Butker is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This is fielded at the goal line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, baby, all day. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 37. Check 37. Check, 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 check. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Shift, shift. Jack Rabbit. There we go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Must 56. Must 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Kill.
On second down, Ingram. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He's coming.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're running. Ingram. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. What? Catch it. Switch. Check three. Under 10. 10.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So don't say nothing. Check. Begin.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Two times. Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
28-yard gain. First down, Chiefs.
Yellow. 180. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check your hot read.
Now it's Jackson. Out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. after the fumble recovery. It's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. He's trying to escape. He won't. He's taken down. Ingram taken down to the end zone. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there playing.
That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 61 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And again, it's Mahomes on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Bynes able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
To throw is Jackson. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
Yellow, 180. Let's go one more.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it up.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Got a man, it's Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky.
To throw again. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Carter. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson with a give to Miller. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Watch out.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check 9. Check 99.
A first down carry now for Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll try the air now with Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Check 4. Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24 down, coming.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Watch QB's up. Check 15. Check 15. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 43. Watch the safety creep. 24.
Running for it. Here's Hyde. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Carlos Hyde turned away on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down now. It's Elliott trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. 41 Mike, 41 Mike.
Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Come get some. He don't want it. No, no, no. Off. Kill.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. 1st down, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
That's good for Cowboys.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, it's Miller. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You set. And they team. Check 55. Mike. Yep. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slay. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 63 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26, 31. Check. Rush in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
53 is the mark. Rip right. 54. Slow. No. Alert. 53.
Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down and 4, Watson, that complete to Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Check 53. Here we go, D. Check. 31.
On first down, Miller. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tim carry now for Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
41. Check 41. I'm coming. We're going to 54.
Prescott now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. 4th down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, the tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 31. Check. 53, Mike. Check. Alert. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Austin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double tight. You got three down.
Prescott on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's go. Kill. He's coming. We got double up. Go.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
Pick up the ball. Check nickel.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
You're set. 19. Watch the run. They're running it.
Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. To throw is Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Switch. Check three.
Hey, no time now.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott looking deep in the direction. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now it's Watson. And an alley to run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's got Miller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing here, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Sets up a third down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Often say so long from Arlington.